Hey everyone, welcome to Reading Mean and Weird Comments number 3. This will be the third and final one of these videos for the year 2017. Same routine, you know how this works. We got about 20 or 30 comments loaded up here. We're going to run through them, some weird stuff, some mean stuff, and just some generally interesting comments that we're going to be taking a look at today. So first comment comes from Aditya Katakana, who says, I will pretend that I did not see this video and you will pretend that you never saw this comment. Okay, fair enough. So, first comment. Daren Good says, I laughed so goddamn hard at the hot air balloon I gave myself a friggin' nosebleed. That was so goddamn funny. Solid 10 minutes if tears streaming down my face. Okay, I'm glad he found the video funny, but at the same time, that's a very disturbing picture if you actually think about that. A guy just sitting in front of his computer, and for 10 minutes, tears streaming down his face, and then simultaneously blood just from the nostrils. Like, that's just so much fluid just emanating from the face. Like, just imagine you were just like, he's home doing that in front of his computer and like someone else was there and sees that. They'd be like, what the hell is happening? Next one, MWK Cope says, Air Force Proud 95 is a pussy ass bitch and doesn't have the balls to reply to this comment. Boom, got him. Found that one and hit him right back. And then again, Shri Yanch Panchal says, you will not reply to this comment with your credit card number. Boom, hit him with those digits, CVV code included. Total nightmare with the credit card company. Really should not have done that. It took me like 3 weeks to get all my shit back. This guy went on a massive spending spree, but I had to prove my point, all right? I ain't no bitch. So if you see this in the comments, better believe I'm gonna hit you with that response. Probably not, honestly. I probably missed like 95% of them, but I saw this one and I had to do it. Here we go with some of these really long comments again. Jacob Smith talking about Einstein's theory of general relativity. We have Christian Dokadal talking about a heavily disputed Greenlandic territory. Naygeek Gamer talking about the Communist Party of India. NHL Weekly giving a review of the movie Cars. And then this guy talking about how he sexually identifies as an attack helicopter. It's a good sample of the comment section on a lot of my videos. Night Fury says, what the fuck am I watching? A bunch of nerds spending hours talking like they're real pilots in a fucking video game. Please enlighten me. I'm so fucking lost right now. No, you pretty much got it. Umbungo says, I'll gut you like a horker. Okay, I think he meant to say hooker, but regardless of the spelling, I don't know why this comment is ever on a flight sim video or any video, really, but thought that was interesting. Just wanted to include that here. Next comment, Mustafa Keser says, Fatih Akar Beyragi Astim. So obviously I have no idea what's going on there. I think that might be Turkish, but I was interested, so I copied and pasted this and went over to Google Translate, and again, still have no idea what was happening because it was something about asthma. Next comment, Ryan Story says, you should have used the money you had to buy that shit to get some real flight lessons and do something with your life. So this was commented on my flight sim setup video. I mean, a bit harsh, but I guess we could all use some improvements in our lives. Yeah, maybe fair point. Let's go ahead and check out his channel, see what he's got going on in his own life, and maybe we can see what he's doing, and maybe it can enlighten me to make some improvements in my own life. So let's go and check this out.
We'll use the trees. The trees. The trees.
And enough of that. Thank you for the comment, Ryan. Appreciate your input. Just make sure if you're gonna leave shitty comments like this, make sure any video like that on your own channel is set as private or unlisted so nobody can see them and nobody is exposed to what I just witnessed. Anyways, next comment, Aviator says, is this guy always this insufferable or does he just put on this obnoxious and fake personality when the camera's rolling? 24/7, boss. Next one, Cruel says, I like pancakes. Thank you. Finally a good comment in the mix. This is what I like to scroll down on my videos and see in the comment section is this type of content. He got the like, he got the favorite, and got pinned for this comment. So thank you, Cruel, for that contribution. Moving on, Sager153 says, hashtag negative dumbass. FAA regulations state that both the aircraft and controllers will observe zero cockpit rules when any aircraft is below 10,000 feet. So either you are completely stupid, ignorant, and or trolling, though either way, fuck off. Okay, again, not much of a response to this comment. Just wanted to point out the fact that it was commented on a video that is literally titled trolling as the first word in all caps in the air traffic control tower, Flight Simulator X. So, yeah, that's all that needs to be said. Next comment, Kyle Modasit says, bitch, and he gets 16 upvotes. So, fair enough, got me there. Next one, Jake Jurgen says, this had me dying laughing, then before I could finish, my fucking wife called for me to listen to some bullshit, nothing remotely intelligent. I was humored by what she said and still kind of laughing about this dialogue on here and then was called a bunch of names and now I want to stab her in the fucking throat. And I'm not going to ruin the rest of the video by watching it pissed off, but funny as fuck, guys. Okay, Jesus Christ. I'm glad you found the video funny, but Jake, put the knife down. There's definitely other ways to resolve these type of disputes. Violence is not the answer. Next one, Brent Anitra says, please bring the funniness back to your videos. The past few videos have not been up to par from what I expect to see from you. Please do not take this as an insult. I just know you can do better. Okay, this really feels like in middle school when you turned in a bad homework assignment and the teacher wrote at the top, like, see me after class. And then they told you how they're not mad, they're just like disappointed. This is what this feels like. Your past few videos have not been up to par from what I expect to see from you. Who do you think you are, Brent? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Your Highness. Unbelievable. Next comment, James Jones says, I'm in a video. I mean, I gotta respect the assertiveness of that. You know, just straight up said it, didn't try to play any games to get into the video, didn't try to do anything sneaky, just, you know, just told it like it is. Said he's in a video and here we are. James, nice comment. Welcome to Reading Mean Comments. Jaime7777 says, is it a requirement to be high while playing this game? I wasn't really going to include this one in the video initially, but then one of the very next comments that I came across was this one by Bowie Quochfu, who says, someone tried to kill you, though .1 has shouted Avada Kedavra, which is a killing curse in Harry Potter. So in order to type this comment, this guy has to be 100% high, has shouted Avada Kedavra. I think he was trying to say abracadabra, but couldn't even, I don't know what the hell's going on there. All I know, drugs were involved. Next one, Soviet Soldier says, I just swallowed water without chewing. Okay, otherwise known as swallowing. That was so dumb that I literally had to think about it. Anyways, Lean says, Air Force Proud 95 will not subscribe to my channel. You right. This guy died on his keyboard. And this comment, this guy just went overboard with the emojis. I mean, I think at first he was like, maybe he was trying to be serious because he was actually like quoting stuff from the video. But I mean, the amount of emojis here, just heavy overload on the copy paste. Yeah, and I like how his name is NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Seems legit. Next comment, Exesum says, yo, heard you like planes, so I made you one. And reading more. Yeah, that's just a dick with wings. I mean, that you can't just draw wings on a dick and call it a plane, all right? But anyways, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Next one, Kevin Vianetta says, that guy's voice is annoying, hurts my ears. Sorry, Kevin. And then again, clutch response by Josh Godwin, who says, that sounds like a personal problem. And then finally, we have Kay Faulkner, who says, in emojis, potato equals french fry. Again, this is what I like to see in the comments. This is what I like to scroll down on my videos and get this type of constructive feedback. So he got liked, favorited, and pinned as well. So shout out Kay Faulkner. Thank you for the comment. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You know the drill. Go ahead and leave some more comments for me to go through. I'll probably stick to doing it like these videos once every couple of months. Let those comments stack up and then go back and see what we got. So yeah, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching. This is Air Force Proud 95, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, Bitch here. Quick announcement, merch is 25% off today and tomorrow. If you're interested, check out the link in the description. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Next one, Martin Davies says, okay, yeah,